All right, let us quickly solve this Olympiad maths problem. We are asked to factorize this completely, or we should find all the solutions of this. And mind you that since this has raised to power 4, okay, that the solution must be raised to power 4. That's in the solution must be 4 in number. And don't forget, I have every video in maths, physics, and chemistry on my YouTube channel. Just go straight to the playlist. You'll get all of them. All right. So now the next thing we are going to do is let's decide to divide both sides by 16 since it is divisible. So let me write solution. Solution. So I have 16 x raised to power 4 is equal to 16. Now divide both sides by 16. Divide by 16. So it will now be 16 x raised to power 4 over 16 is equal to what? 16 over 16. Now, if this take care of this, I'm having that x raised to power 4 is equal to what? 1. Because when this divide itself, I'm having 1. Okay? Now, let us reduce this to quadratic. Let's reduce this raised to power 4 to quadratic by saying that x raised to power 4 is the same as saying x raised to power 2 all squared, okay, is equal to what? 1. Now, let me bring this one to this side. I'm going to be having that x raised to power 2 all squared is equal to what? Sorry, minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, having this, what do? We can now say that, I can say that this is x raised to power 2 all squared. So let me draw a line here so I can solve this side. All squared minus 1 squared is equal to 0. Now, this is difference of two squares. And difference of two squares said if you have x squared minus y squared, that this is the same as saying x minus y and x plus y. Okay? So if we apply the same thing here, this one inside here, now we now have that what? This is x squared minus 1, okay, and that same x squared plus 1, okay, is equal to 0. Now, having this, we will see that this one can be written as, now this is the product of two things being equal to 0, means that one of them must be 0. So we can say that x squared minus 1 is equal to 0, or we say that x squared plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay? Now, this one can be written as x squared minus 1 squared is equal to what? 0. Right? This is another difference of two squared, which can be x minus 1 and x plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay? So, therefore, another product being equal to 0 means that one of them must be 0. So, we conclude that x minus 1 is equal to 0, or x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, finally, I'm having that x is equal to 1, or x is equal to what? Minus 1, if this one crosses. Now, let us now tackle this particular one here. Okay? For us to tackle this one, we're going to have that x squared plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay? Now, don't forget that if you have x plus y all squared, and then you want to clear the bracket, okay, even if you don't do it this way, now let us just collect like terms to say that x squared is equal to minus 1. So x is now equal to what? The square root plus or minus what? Minus 1. And the square root of a negative number is iota, is I. So therefore, x is equal to what? Plus or minus I. Okay, so the solutions to this problem is now x is equal to 1, x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to plus I, and then x is equal to minus I. Okay, so now let us check if this is correct. To check if it is correct, we have that they gave us that 16x raised to power 4 is equal to 16. Now let's check if it is correct. If we take the first one, which means x is equal to 1. So if we put it here, we are going to be having that 16 in bracket of 1 raised to power 4. Is it the same thing as 16? So 1 raised to power anything is same thing as 1. So we have that 16 is equal to 16. So this first condition is true. Now let's check for the second condition. For the second condition, we have that x is equal to minus 1. So if you put it here, you'll be having that what? 16 in bracket of minus 1 raised to power 4, is it the same thing as 16? Let's check. Now don't forget that if the power of a negative number is even number, it turns positive. So this is what? 16 in bracket of 1, which is equal to 16. So therefore 16 is equal to 16. So therefore this one is correct. Now let's check for the next one, the last two. That is I and minus I. So don't forget, we still have 16x raised to power 4 is equal to 16. So when x is equal to I, so we now have that 16 in bracket of I raised to power what? 4. Is it the same thing as 16? Let's check. This is what? 16 in bracket of I raised to power 4 like this. Let me leave it like this. Is equal to 16. So therefore 16 in bracket of I squared all squared 2 times 2 will still give us back 4. Okay, is equal to what? 16. Now I squared is minus 1, so I'm going to have 16 in bracket of minus 1 all squared is equal to what? 16. So, and I told you that if the power is even number, the minus disappears. So therefore this is 16 in bracket of 1, which is 16. So therefore 16 is equal to 16. Okay, so now let us check for I being equal to minus 1. So I have 16 in minus I in bracket of minus I all raised to power 4 is equal to 16. Like I told you that negative raised to power even number disappears. So this thing is something as 16 in bracket of I raised to power 4 like this. Okay, the minus has disappeared, is equal to what? 16. So which is what? 16 in bracket of I squared all squared is equal to 16. And then I squared is minus 1. So I'm having 16 in bracket of minus 1 all squared is equal to 16. So we'll now have that what? 16 in bracket of 1 is equal to 16. So therefore 16 is equal to 16. So which concludes that, so this thing concludes that what? That x is equal to 1 minus 1 I and minus I. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, I have a full video on any topic at all you need in physics, chemistry and math, even complex number. I have a full course in complex number that will help you to understand this I of a team. Okay, may the peace of the Lord be with you. Don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe. Bye bye.